We're here in Barangay Pembo Health Center, one of the several public facilities in EMBO that had been padlocked for about 1.5 years during the long-running territorial dispute between Makati and Taguig City. Now, under Taguig's jurisdiction, its doors are finally open again.
Magandang umaga po, Barangay Pembo.
On its first day of reopening, the health center was swarmed by patients, mostly elderly people and parents with their children. Among those who availed of Pembo's health services was Glenn Solano, who brought her child in for a vaccine.
Masaya kami na ito ulit ay nabuksan. At saka hindi na hassle sa amin na pumunta malayo. Hindi na kami totaling pupunta sa sakay pa ng jeep para lang makapunta sa center, pipila ng pagkahaba-haba, sayang oras namin. So ngayon ito, nagpapasalamat at binuksan ulit po itong center na to.
Another resident, Rosalie Inan, shares similar struggles.
Kaya lang magkakalayo, lalo na pag yung sa laboratory namin, punta kami ng munisipyo. Pag sa check-up naman, punta kami ng Taana. Pag sa refill naman, punta kami ng Genesis Isrembo. So magkakalayo, medyo mahirap. Kahit may motor, naka-motor kami, mahirap din. At least yung ibang mga ka-barrio ko, medyo hindi na mahirapan. Lalo na kami rin, na binalik na yung health center ng Pembo.
While the health center is now operational, it still lacks complete medical equipment and supplies after Makati took out its so-called properties. When we arrived, the transfer of equipment was still ongoing. The Taguig City government says it will continue to improve and equip the facility in the coming weeks.
Today, medyo may konting adjustment lang kasi aayusin pa yung ibang gamit. Pero so far, since nag-prepare na kahapon, maayos naman po ang pag-start namin. Nag-check up na po kami. Nag-start na po yung bakuna ng mga babies.
Aside from check-ups, Dr. Franco says the Pembo residents can avail of vaccination, dental care, and medicines in the health center. Laboratory tests will also be available soon. The reopening of the health center follows Taguig's official takeover of EMBO public facilities backed by a temporary restraining order from a Taguig court. That order enforces the 2022 Supreme Court ruling that the 10 EMBO barangays, once under Makati, are now officially part of Taguig. Re-electionist Taguig Mayor Lani Cayetano welcomed the court's decision.
Tagumpay ang mga residente ng EMBO. Magagamit na ang mga pasilidad na itinayo gamit ang buwis ng mga taga-EMBO para sa mga residente ng EMBO.
At the start of 2024, residents had lost access to Makati's health program. Taguig responded with free teleconsultations and mobile clinics to fill the gap. It also provided shuttle services to bring EMBO residents to Taguig-run health facilities. Cayetano criticizes Mayor Abby Binay for locking EMBO facilities and imposing rental fees over prioritizing the welfare of the residents.
Inuna niyong habulin ng pera sa renta o bayad kesa hindi maputol ang serbisyo ng mga health centers, daycare centers at mga multi-purpose buildings.
On the other hand, Makati Mayor Abby Binay, who is eyeing a seat in the Senate, questions the timing of Taguig's takeover of the health centers.
The health centers have been in that condition for 1 year and 5 months. Why did you wait a week before the elections to file a case and get a TRO and get possession of the health centers?
Binay also continues to assert that the Supreme Court decision was about territorial jurisdiction, not ownership over lots.
Hindi sinabi ng korte na lahat ng pagmamayari ng lungsod ng Makati ay napupunta na sa Taguig.
Justice Secretary Boying Remulla says in a 3-page legal opinion, buildings and structures located in the EMBO barangays are under the jurisdiction of Taguig City. But Remulla says DOJ could not definitively determine if Makati City's health centers are subject to reimbursement or rent payments to Taguig City until the source of funding for their construction is clarified. The Taguig City government may have taken over this building pero yung bakas ng pamilya Binay sa EMBO ay bakas pa rin sa gusali na ito, kagaya na lang sa sahig na ito. The battle between Makati and Taguig has been bitter. Caught in the middle of the tug of war over schools, barangay halls, hospitals, parks, and a war of words between the two mayors are thousands of EMBO residents. With the upcoming elections, both Makati and Taguig, including the EMBO barangays, will choose the next leaders. But who among them will stand up to make sure that there's a smooth transition of governance and no EMBO residents will be left behind? Patrick Cruz, Rappler, Taguig.